Welcome to another edition of a Union County Conversation. I'm your host, Meg McElwain. This is a show that helps you understand Union County government and its services. Joining me today is Chairman of the Union County Board of Commissioners, Richard Helms, and we're going to have some personal discussion and find out what some of his goals are for this term. So, Chairman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
So let's start with just a little bit about yourself. Tell me about what part of the county you live in and your family.
Well, I retired from IBM. I spent 30 years with IBM, and my latest responsibilities were for all the computer service for Bank of America across the United States. And after that, I was asked to provide some consulting services, so I started a consulting business. And I worked that until I got into politics. And anybody that tells you commissioner's job is part-time hadn't been there.
That's right. It's definitely a full-time job, especially the way that this board serves.
That's true. There's a lot of activity. It's very gratifying to work with my peers and staff.
Well, good. And how about your family? And what part of the county do you live in?
Well, I live off of Newtown Road, right at Newtown and Potters. I've been there going on 16 years now. I started in the county in a little brick house next to the Omega restaurant between Stallings and Indian Trail as a child. My grandfather owned all the property across the street, so that's where I spent my childhood. But I've always loved Union County. I spent time with IBM, where they moved me around the country for a number of years, and it was a true blessing to get back.
It does feel good to come home, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Well, so tell me about your term. This is your first term.
Yes, ma'am.
And your first time as chairman. That's correct. What kind of things are you most looking forward to?
Well, if you look at things that are I think are very important to the county is health and safety. We just finalized the contract negotiations for the new EMS contract, and that'll be coming up on the February the 2nd meeting, so I'm looking forward to getting that. We are working with fire service and the Sheriff's Department to ensure that we maintain the level of service that we need there. It's very important that we focus on items like economic growth. The county has a ratio of about 85 to 15 in the commercial residential, and it is recommended by other government entities that we should be more like 60-40. It helps alleviate some of the residential tax base. So we're working very hard with our partners in the economic development, trying to move that forward. And kind of excited, we've got some projects underway. The Norwood Water Project, that is in the beginning phases, but that'll provide water for Union County for the next 50 to 100 years. So it's significant. And then one of the most recent is the Weddington Water Tower. That construction has begun, and that is important to make sure that we have water pressure and services in the Weddington area of the county. So that's very significant.
Now, in addition to serving on the overall Board of County Commissioners, our commissioners also serve on other boards around the community and as part of local government. So which boards and committees are you representing on behalf of the County Commission?
Well, we just reinstituted the DHS board, and I'll be serving on that. I serve on the Charlotte Regional Transportation Planning Organization. And then one I think is very important is the Local Emergency Planning Board, which looks at how we're going to respond if there was a significant event in the county. I also serve on the Catawba Water Board, which supplies water off the Catawba River to Union County, primarily Western Union County. And then I'm the liaison, which is a process we just started recently. I'm the liaison to 4 municipalities, Monroe, Wesley Chapel, Weddington, and Henry Bridge. So it's a full schedule.
And so talk to me a little bit about the relationships with the municipalities, how you have formed or how you have assigned various members of the board to serve as liaisons. That's to increase communication?
Absolutely. It's during recent political process, a lot of comment was made about the county and the towns not communicating sufficiently to ensure that we did proper planning for growth. And so after speaking to a number of the municipalities' mayors, they all realized that they could call us in any time. However, if you, on a regular basis, have that personal relationship with the other council and mayors in these municipalities, they'll pick up the phone a little faster. And also we can share information that may impact them. So I've got a lot of positive feedback from councilmen and the mayors that they like us communicating more. Matter of fact, there's a meeting in Wesley Chapel that starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I plan on going just to understand what they're addressing right now. So I think it'll benefit us in the long run. And I think my fellow commissioners are interested in that additional communication. So I think it'll be a process that'll work well.
Well, effective communication can always improve and help relationships, and especially when you have so many local governments within Union County, you're not working in silos, you're sharing ideas,
That's
you're
correct.
sharing background on different projects, and that's how you find ways to partner and to just to move the county forward together as in a united way.
That's true, and I've learned over the years in my management experience that it's a lot easier to come to a compromise when you're sitting down looking face to face and you have that personal relationship, whether it's in business or government as well. So hoping that additional communication will help us to move forward smoothly and in lockstep with our municipalities.
So you've mentioned some different projects, where do you hope to make the biggest impact during this next year?
We've got opportunities that we need to address in our water sewer projects. We've got some processes that we need to revisit. We've got some municipalities that we need to continue to work with to resolve some history. I think that's very important. I think one of the things that we need to address and it's the fire service. Fire service is a different animal than it used to be when volunteer fire departments started. So it's an evolving process that we need to step up and figure out how we're going to fund it in the future, and how we ensure our citizens are provided the best possible service that we can. And then, like I said earlier, the economic growth. I'm meeting with Mr. Platay on Wednesday and talking about opportunities for other entities to come to the county. Union County's got a lot to offer. One of the things that I think is so important is that we've got a community college that I think understands the process. They work toward the academic degrees, but they also have a major focus on the technical services. And unfortunately, not everybody's is cut out to go to college, but the county has a lot of technical needs, and this is a strong point for Union County, because as these companies come to Union County, we can provide that technical support, that academic support that they need, so we are a very well-rounded community that can support growth in our business community.
Well, and the location just geographically to so many different ways of transportation, with the airport close by. There's the airport here in Monroe that is growing. And so, yes, you're right. Union County is positioned in a lot of different ways to feel the economic impact that hopefully coming out of the Great Recession will lead us all to feel.
Well, and our airport's one of our best kept secrets.
That's right.
And it shouldn't be a secret. And I can tell you from my days with IBM, I actually serviced the the railroad here in Union County. So we've got strong rail, we've got a strong airport, and our road system, as we grow, is going to provide that transportation east and west that'll benefit companies moving to Union County.
Well, and I think the quality of life here in the communities that make up Union County, the school district is great.
It is.
The people are friendly. The climate's not so bad. You got the beach, you got the mountains. So I think that's great to have a focus on economic development for the county.
It is. We've got a county that's very diverse. We got one side of the county is very agricultural, and the western part of the county is more of a bedroom community. But we've got facilities within the county like Cane Creek that can supply recreation for all of our citizens, and really blessed to live here. Like I said, my family goes back to the 1770s in Union County, so I'm partial.
Well, I can understand that. So in closing, what would you like to say to the people of Union County?
First of all, I have to say thank you very much for the opportunity to serve. And going back to our liaisons, it's not just for you municipalities to communicate with us, but I ask the citizens to reach out to the commissioners and let them know what their feelings are on the various issues that come up in the county and their suggestions. So I look forward to hearing from the citizens. This morning I probably had 3 or 4 calls from citizens this morning, and they've come up with some great ideas. I wish we could think of them all ourselves, but we really depend on the citizens to help us in this process of growth in Union County.
And the commission meets the first and third Monday of each month. A schedule of meetings as well as agendas and minutes from previous meetings are available online at unioncountync.gov. At the beginning of each meeting, there is a time for public comment. So if you have something that you'd like for the commissioners to hear, all you have to do is arrive a few minutes early, sign in, and then you'll have the opportunity to speak to the commissioners once the meeting begins. You can also take advantage of some of the openings that are now available on boards and committees and find a list of those at unioncountync.gov. And then we'll have Chairman Helms' contact information on the screen. So if you have any questions or comments from him, just as you heard him say, he's always happy to hear from the people of Union County. Chairman, thanks for taking time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy your day in Union County.